You know, the Talmud says, Misha niknat Adar marvim b'simcha, right? That when Adar comes, we're supposed to increase our happiness. So there's two famous questions on that. One is, well, where's the happiness button, right? Where's the lever? Like, how do I increase my happiness? It has to be something in my control. And then the next question, which I think is most relevant to this year, Dafka, is there's so many things to be unhappy about. Am I supposed to just forget them? Do you guys all feel guilty ever being happy since October? Like, how can we have fun? How can we celebrate? How can we go to a party? Are we supposed to be happy? Are we supposed to be dancing? And so we were discussing that at dinner last night. So we had a question, are we gonna dance this year? Like, it seems like maybe it wasn't appropriate to be b'simcha. So from a Jewish perspective, we have to ask, what is simcha, right? Mazeh, what is it really? So in America, usually, or in Western culture, I think maybe everywhere, we think that simcha is like what Instagram says, lying on the beach with a fedora on and a drink and, hakuna matata, no worries, right? That's often what we think of when we think of as happy. So that's probably not appropriate right now. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. But since the sages say every Adar we have to be marbi b'simcha, not if your life's going well or if everything is the way you want it. It has to be something else. So people always ask me, what does Judaism say about happiness? How do you define simcha in Torah or in Judaism? And the answer that we really come up with is simcha is the result of doing what we're supposed to be doing the right thing, living in alignment with our values. So since October 7th, the question is, how do we have simcha? And the answer is, keep doing. Make rallies, hold events, do hafrashat challah for the first time, say the names of hostages, pray, organize missions to Israel. What the people of Israel need us, right? Like, here we are in America, and life is somewhat back to normal. So I look around and I have to say it's very emotional to see these faces, here in my dining room where we normally are, we try to be b'simcha. So I think what we need to do for all of them is say, what now? Who am I now? The source of simcha is thinking about the nace of the time of Purim and the time of Pesach. And if you think about it, those were the two moments in Jewish history, two of, unfortunately, many moments in Jewish history, that the whole Jewish people were threatened to be destroyed. At the moment, right before when Queen Esther, the women, were able to save the Jewish people, things couldn't have been worse, right? Every Haman made a decree, every single man, woman, and child was going to be killed. And same with Pesach, right? With Paro, right? Every single Jew was going to be killed at the by Yam Suf, right? And in those moments, when things couldn't have been worse, God saved the Jewish people, right? Matzilenu, right? And so I think that even though right now things seem like they couldn't be worse for Am Yisrael, but our joy has to come knowing that somehow, some way, Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish people are going to live, we're going to survive, we're going to rebuild. We are the greatest nation in history, right? And so, B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to dance again, we're going to celebrate again.
Amen.
Hopefully, they're all going to be home immediately, and we're going to find a way to rebuild.